Yo, is this thing on? It is. Yo, what's going on, guys? Got another banger video for you guys on the YouTube channel. It's been a couple days since I've uploaded. This isn't like any normal video. This is going to be going over how to fucking lock in 2025 if you've been slacking this month. Why? We're going to break that down and how to actually take action and pursue your goals this year and make it happen. This isn't like any charting session video. This isn't like me going to Dubai or Miami or anything like that. Miami vlog is coming in soon though. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. I want to get more on the topic of like priority. People will set goals for themselves. They'll set objectives of what they want to accomplish, who they want to become. And they don't do it. They fall short. They fall short to their daily habits. They fall short to the word they keep to themselves. And it really is, it all comes down to priority, right? It all comes down to, do you actually want it like you say you do, right? For example, if someone wants to become a profitable trader this year, they can say it and they can want it, but do they want it bad enough to take the steps to become that, right? People will set these New Year's resolutions. They'll set these goals just like they did last year, and they won't take the actionable steps every single day to get there, right? And they don't see what's going on, right? They don't see what's going wrong. People always say, yo, this is going to be my year, this is going to be my year, but this is going to be my year, but is it really going to be your year? Are you actually going to take the actions? Have you been taking the actions, right? It's January 27th, right? Like the first month of the year is gone. It's done, right? So you have to look back and really reflect, like, yo, what have I been doing this last month? The beginning of the year, I had this fire under me of, oh, I want to be this, and I want to accomplish this, and I want to move here, and I want to pursue this. But have you actually been doing that the last 20, 30 days? Have you been consistently day in and day out, taking actionable steps towards your goals? Because if not, you need to really sit there and look at yourself like, yo, I said I wanted this. I'm not taking the actions to do it. Why is that? Do I actually not want it? Because you can't just wrestle yourself, right? This is what's going to cause you a very deep, self-infliction every single day. You're saying you want to do something. One side of you says you want to accomplish this and this and this, and you have all these ambitions. And the other side of you is eating chips and watching Netflix. So which one are we choosing here? Do you want to be comfortable, or do you want to be successful? Which one are you trying to choose? Layer that out, because there's no problem with being average. There's no problem with that at all. Not reaching your fullest potential. If you decide you don't want to do that, go ahead, man. It's your life. That's not something I personally could live with. I want to see how far I can make it in this life, because we only have one of them, and I want to see how far I can really take things. And I'm taking those actionable steps every single day to get to that point, whether it's physically, mentally, and just being the best version I can possibly be, because that is what we're here for, right? We have one life. If it would be very sad for you to waste it by just wasting the days, day by day, being mediocre every single day, and then eventually you look back and you realize, yo, where have my 20s gone? I didn't do anything in my 20s, and now you're in your 30s, and now you got other responsibilities, and your life is just slipping away in front of your eyes, right? Because people don't understand that this life is very short. You're lucky to get 70 years. Lucky, right? And most of you guys watching this are already 20. So already 1/3 of your life is gone. 1/4 of your life is gone. So understand, you don't have days to waste. You might think you do. You might think, oh yeah, one day won't hurt of this, or one day won't hurt of this, or I can smoke a little bit of weed here, I can go party here, and it won't really matter. Yeah, for sure, bro. If you're 99% of the time grinding and locking in, 1% of that isn't gonna affect it, right? 1% of just slacking a little bit, hanging out with your friends, spending some time with friends and having fun. That's not gonna actually affect anything, right? But you have to look at your life from a holistic perspective, like actually look at it legitimately. Am I spending my time pursuing my goals or not? Am I spending my time taking action on my goals or not? Or most of my time spending, if 90% of your day is the opposite, you have a very big issue. You have to look at yourself and be like, okay, is what I said in the beginning of the year actually a priority for me or not? If it's not, then scratch it off, or else you're just going to end up conflicting the whole year. And this is how you start becoming bitter. This is how you start becoming, you start hating yourself, because you're telling your brain to do one thing and it's doing, and your actual mind is telling you is doing the other thing, right? And in the back of your head while you're watching Netflix, while you're eating those chips that you're supposed to, or you're not supposed to, while you're skipping out in the gym and you're supposed to be going, your brain is telling you like, yo, you're supposed to be doing this, and you're not doing it. So you start losing trust with yourself. And over the days you do this, over the years you do this, or over the months you do this, and all of a sudden, so many of these skipped days add up and add up and add up. And by the end of the year, you look back and you realize none of the goals you wrote down were hit. None of the objectives you said you were going to hit got hit. You're still in the same spot, maybe even worse, which actually, if you are in the same spot a year from now, you're behind and you're doing worse. So that should scare the fuck out of you. And you didn't pursue anything. So your mind is self-sabotaged. It's cooked. You're going to tell yourself you're going to do one thing, and your mind knows you're lying. So this is what I'm trying to get at. Every single day that you're wasting time and you don't think that it matters, it really fucking matters. We have 70 years max at this, like 60 to 80 years if you're really lucky, right? You cannot miss a day. You can't waste a day. Like, you guys already seen how fast 2024 went. It's gone. And then the first month of this year is gone. And literally the snap of a finger, it's gone. You cannot be missing these days. You cannot be wasting days. If you have something you want right here, you have to fucking grab it. And you have to go get it every single day. Every day, take actionable steps. Take the risks necessary. Put the hard work in necessary to get there. If you don't know what you want, you have to figure it out. Sit there and figure out, what do I value? Figure out what you want to accomplish. Seriously, guys. Or else you're going to live an unfulfilled life, and no one deserves a fulfilled life. You have to go and make yourself deserve it. No one just deserves it just by spawning here. You have to go and get it. You have to go and get it. A happy home, that is not something you can buy. That is something you have to deserve. That is something you have to work towards. A fulfilled life, a healthy body, a good physique. These are not things you can buy. These are things you have to deserve. You have to work for to deserve. It's not something you will just be handed to you. So understand, figure out what you want to accomplish. Figure out what you want to achieve. If you don't know yet, sit with yourself and figure out the values that you have in life. Do I want to be self-employed? Do I respect my free time? Do I want my free time more than anything? Do I want to travel the world? Figure out what those things are that you want. Write them down. Figure out what profession can you pursue to do that, to monetize, to have that lifestyle that you value. That will become your priority. Once you have that priority, break down, reverse engineer it. What do I need to do every single day? Actionable steps to get there. Do I need to invest in a mentor? Do I need to start watching YouTube? Do I need to pick up a camera and start taking action every single day, editing videos, whatever it is that you're doing? Figure out what you want to do, or else you're just wasting time. You're just drifting through life like a fucking leaf in the wind. So that is kind of the message I want to tell you guys. It's already been 27 days into the year. Already 1/12 of the year is gone, and you cannot get it back. So please do not waste these days. Please do not spend this time as if it's a luxury. Time is an absolute, the highest, most valuable asset. And you wasting it is basically giving you the less worth of what your time is actually valued to be. If you're wasting it and you're spending time watching other people's lives, first of all, comparing yourself to other people will never do you any good unless it's for motivational purposes. You don't know these people's full story. People on social media are grinding for this shit. You're watching other people saying, yo, why can't I be like that? Or why can't I do what he's doing? Or how can I get to that level? Why am I not at that level at his age? People are grinding for this shit. You have no idea. Sleepless nights, constantly working hard. So don't be looking at other people's lives on social media and thinking, oh, it's all glamour. Like, no, it's hard work, guys. So don't compare yourself to anyone else. Everyone has a unique story. Figure out what you want to pursue and create your own story. And that's what I can tell you guys. The social media stuff, you got to cut it out. 99% of people are watching social media. Your mom's watching TikTok. Your dad's watching TikTok in his break time during work. Little kids are watching TikTok. Everyone is on TikTok and Instagram Reels scrolling. What makes you think you're going to be like the 1% if you're doing what everyone else is doing, the 99% are doing? What makes you think you're just going to spawn at the 1%? What makes you think you're so special that you're just going to spawn in the 1%? It makes no fucking sense. You have to take the actionable steps every single day. And it does not matter what's going on in your head. You could think all day, bro. You could sit there and think all day, stare at your ceiling all day. But if you're not actually taking actionable steps, you're going to stay in the same exact spot. And I had to learn that the hard way. You have to take the actionable steps. You have to take the risk. You have to step out of your comfort zone, put the work in, learn a skill, or else you're just going to stay in the same place and you're going to keep self-conflicting all year like you did last year. Your higher self wants good for you, and all the goals that you have and the objectives that you want to hit are here, and your higher self wants you to get to that point, but your lazy self wants to stay comfortable. So choose which one. Would you rather just stay comfortable for your whole life and not pursue your fullest potential and not help your family out and not be a good example for your cousins, for your brothers, for your mom, or just other people around on social media? If you want to go on social media, would you rather not be a good example and step out of your comfort zone, or would you rather just be lazy and stay comfortable your whole life and watch Netflix? Because I promise you guys, when you're looking back at your life, and I'm 21, right? So I just turned 21. When you're looking back at your life, like for me, 17, 16, 18, I'm looking back at, what got me to this point. It's not the scrolling. It's not even in your head. Scrolling, watching YouTube, the videos that you watched back then, none of that, I don't recall any of it. What I recall is the risks I took, the hard work, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, the jobs I worked where I slaved myself for 16 hours for fucking $14 an hour, $15 an hour. I remember those days. I remember those times. I don't remember the scrolling, the days I wasted, So if you want to live a fulfilling life, what I'm getting at is the more days you keep scrolling, the more days you waste your life, your life is going to flash like this. You're not even going to realize what happened. You're going to have nothing to recall back in your life. When you were 20, when you're 18, when you're 19, what were you doing? So if that's the life you want to live, if you want to live just a comfortable, easy, just like mediocre life, go ahead, man. But if you're actually trying to reach your full potential and see how far you can really take it in this one chance of life that you have, this one shot at life, then you need to be making sure that is your priority. That should be your priority more than anything, over anything. That should be your priority, reaching your fullest potential. And that takes dedication every single day and consistency, doing the actionable steps every single day. When it's hard to get up in the morning, when it's hard to stay disciplined, you need to be looking at the long-term vision that you have for yourself. An example, since I'm a trader, there's times where it's heat of the moment. You're emotional in trading. Maybe you just got stopped out and it's starting to go in your direction. You have that feeling that you want to re-jump in. Before you do that, before you take that step, you need to think of yourself, okay, my vision and my priority and what I'm doing this for is the longevity to eventually free my time, replace my job, and give me the time freedom that I'm looking for. Is this step of me revenge trading going to eventually get me to that point? Fuck no. So why am I doing it? So thinking in that longevity mindset, getting your priorities straight of whatever you're on to accomplish. For example, trading, let's say you want to become a professional trader, right? You want to be making consistent income every single day, right? Or every month by month, you're having consistent returns. You need to figure out, okay, what does it take to become profitable? This, taking risks, maybe invest in a mentor. What does it take to become profitable consistently? I've gone through the journey myself, no mentor, just watching YouTube and mistakes, learning over and over and over again, and journaling every single day, backtesting. I have countless pages of data. So what I'm trying to get at is, with trading, you have to figure out exactly how do I get to that point that I want to get at, and what are the actionable steps every single day. And if you're going against that word every single day, breaking your rules, not being patient, not sticking to your trading plan, doing all these things, you have to understand that's another day wasted. That's another day you could have gained, but you lost because you're thinking about money, you're being greedy, blah 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 blah. But those days where you're falling short to your word, these days count. They count. Every single time they're counting. You're thinking that only what you do, that what you want to count counts, but in reality, it's what everything counts. Everything counts. The cold showers, the early mornings, the late nights, and then also the failed days, the wasted days, the Netflix days, the TikTok days where you're just laying in bed all day, sleeping in. All of it counts, and it all stacks up little by little every single day. So take every single day as a blessing. You're blessed to see another day. You're blessed to watch a YouTube video. I'm blessed to make this video and just share my personal experience and my knowledge and help you guys out. And understand, take it as a blessing. Do not take it for granted. These days will slip by so quickly. We've already passed 30 days in the month, right? 27 days. Already the first month of the year is gone. So really do some reflecting and understand, like, yo, am I actually doing what I'm saying I'm going to do by the end of this year? And if you're not, you better get on your ass, bro. Like, seriously, like lock in. So that's going to be the title of this video, is fucking lock in, bro. Figure out what you want to do, prioritize it, put nothing before it. Obviously family is number one always, but prioritize it more than anything. What is it that you want to accomplish? Become self-employed? Okay, what do I need to do every single day to get to that vision, to get to that goal? And if you put in the actionable steps every single day, consistently, there is no way in hell you won't get there. There's no way. If you're putting the actionable steps and you're learning from your mistakes and you're falling down, you're getting back up and you're trying and you're genuinely trying to get there, and you have a vision for yourself and you're working towards it, there's no way in hell you won't get there. I am no different than you. All I did was figure out what I wanted to accomplish, made my mistakes, fell flat on my face over and over and over again, so I learned from my mistakes, really locked in and focused on what I'm doing wrong, fixed it, and here we are. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Just really lock in. Got another banger video coming up soon. It's going to be like a day in the life of Morocco type thing. I still got to film more content for that, but I appreciate you who stuck all the way to the end of this. And this isn't like some motivation shit. This is genuinely, like, after this video, sit there and reflect. The last 30 days, have I been progressively getting closer to my goals? And it doesn't even have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be actual tangible. But if every single day you're doing the right actions that you've laid out for yourself and you're being consistent, it's only a matter of time before you get there. That's it. It's only a matter of time. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Stay tuned for the vlog. I appreciate you guys listening to this little yap session. I might start posting more of these. Let me know if you guys like it. If not, it is what it is. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Catch you on the next one. Peace.